Hello, Red Spotters. Welcome to our After Dark, and with me I have, as always, always ready to be here, Peter Martinez, and we just got out of Thor, and I have a lot of thoughts, and I'm pretty sure you have a lot of thoughts too. Really, usually you're the one who has the most thoughts out of all of us.
Oh, I don't think that's true.
I think it's a little, I think there's a little truth to that.
A little bit.
The Thor-Ragnarok is the millionth movie in the Marvel franchise.
Is it like 18th?
It's something like that. 17th or 18th. There's been so many freaking movies, man. And it stars Chris Hemsworth, and Chris Hemsworth is being Chris Hemsworth.
He's got to prevent Ragnarok.
Yeah. And then you also have other people involved. You have Tessa Thompson, and she's playing Valkyrie. And then you have Mark Ruffalo.
Her name isn't Valkyrie. She was a Valkyrie.
She was a Valkyrie, but I don't know. She's credited as Valkyrie, though.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then you had Carl Urban as a generic bad guy.
Scourge the Executioner.
Yes. There you go. And then you had Tom Hiddleston.
He's actually usually with, I think her name's the Enchantress.
No, that's the other one.
No, I'm serious. I think that's her name. She dresses in green too, but it's not Hela.
Oh. Wait, seriously? Is he going out with Cara Delevingne?
No.
I thought she was...
It's a different character, but I think they're both named the same thing. I don't remember.
Okay. Anyway. And then you had Cate Blanchett, and she was amazing as a villain.
Well, why don't you say what you thought of the film?
I think it was a very entertaining film. I don't think it's like top tier, one of the best of the Marvel lineup.
But it had a lot of things that you knew.
It had a lot of things I know. For example, they had the Immigrant song from Led Zeppelin.
To be fair, that is an appropriate song to use.
Yes, it is an appropriate song to use, and it was great because the song is about Vikings and all that shit. So that was good. And then the whole plot is Hela apparently is like the older sister of Odin, the older sister of Thor.
Yeah.
And so she comes and tries to reclaim the throne, and chaos ensues. Marvel plot here. I thought definitely very funny. Very funny. You could definitely see Taika Waititi's humor in there. It is a well-looking film. Like, I like the look of the film. Well-looking, yeah. If that's the correct...
It's not.
...grammatic term. I thought that a lot of stuff worked. It was a little like, okay, I know where that plot line is going to go. I know what that's going to do. I know all the little nooks and crannies of where it's going to go. But overall, it's a good time, but not the best in the MCU. It's definitely one of the funniest, I would say it that. But overall, I think that...
okay, well, what didn't you like about it?
It was predictable.
Okay. Which one of these movies aren't predictable?
Well, yeah. But
I think this had the least predictable ending of maybe any Marvel film.
To each his own.
Oh, yeah. Because Avengers was so not predictable.
Well, you see, you didn't know how they were going to get together. That's the trick. I thought,
you didn't even say a negative.
It was entertaining.
My thing is, if you didn't like it that much, then there has to be certain issues within the film.
Okay,
as to why you
probably
didn't like it that much.
Because the movie was like so abundant in jokes that when the emotional stakes had to happen, I didn't feel like emotionally connected.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's what I'm trying to say about it. Yeah, that's what I thought of the film. Peter, what did you think?
Yeah. Let's go.
All right, that was our After Dark. We'll see. No, come on, give us some more.
I really liked it. I thought it was really well done.
Mm-hmm.
I liked that it was just, you could tell anytime they'd think of like something to do, they would just do it. Like they would just throw, because with these films, especially the first and the second one, you could tell they were kind of afraid to do certain things. They wanted to pigeonhole what exactly it was. But with this, it's like, you know, gladiators and giant wolves. The word being thrown around a lot for this film is fun, and I think that's what it is. It's a really fun adventure ride.
Mm-hmm.
But I liked it a lot. I can see what you're saying about with the whole, it doesn't emotionally affect you because it moves so quickly. But I never felt like, usually when that happens, I like roll my eyes and I'm like, oh, this is cheap, like you didn't earn it. I never felt that with this one, but I can understand it's like,
like for example, spoilers, guys. If you see the length of the film, like of this video, you're bound to hear some spoilers. So we're getting into spoilers. Carl Urban, when he went into that allegiance with Hela, I was not like emotionally impacted by what he did.
His was like on the list of stories. His was like 9 or 8.
Yeah,
I think Korg had more.
Korg was amazing. Who played Korg?
Taika Waititi.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could not tell that it was him, but he's a great rock monster. Go on. All I could say is, really, it's just a repetitive kind of streak. Like, oh, okay, that right there was funny. Chris Hemsworth, my God, he's terrific. I like this kind of Thor, not the deep brooding Thor that he was, and
he was still there.
Yeah, but
the emotional parts.
Yeah, but he wasn't like brooding, like and I like how we got a little bit more of seeing Tom Hiddleston and Chris Hemsworth, and I like seeing them too. I think that there's some questions I have about this. I'm pretty sure.
I'll answer them right now.
I'm pretty sure Alexis Soto could answer this.
No, I'll answer it.
Okay, where is Civ?
Oh no, I don't know. That's Alexis. I have no
clue. That is my primary question that I have.
He's the fanboy. So.
Yeah, he is paid. He is paid by Marvel. So yeah, those two little things are nice.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with the film or the quality of the film.
Well, go on. Let me hear what you have to say, Peter.
I'm just letting you take this. I want to see how you sink or swim, bitch. Go.
Okay. It was funny.
Okay. Fine, I'll take over. Tessa Thompson, I didn't think I would like her that much. I thought she was really fun. I thought she was done really well. Oh my God. Does that have something to do with it? Oh.
Yeah, it's set on a timer.
Sweet.
There.
She was great. I liked the Hulk story. It was great. I think they're gonna lead down to something where they split. Like, because they've done this before in the comics, where like Hulk becomes his own person, and then Banner becomes his own person. And then that could be fun story-wise. But I thought all of that was really great. I liked the humor. I don't think it was the funniest of any of the Marvel movies. Maybe the most consistent.
In terms of humor?
because I didn't laugh out loud a lot, but there was a couple jokes that really, they caught me off guard. And I thought they were really funny.
Like, I like the part where Banner, he has
that was the one that really caught
this
me.
big old heroic moment, and he jumps off the ship. You expect him to turn to the Hulk, but he lands flat on his face. That was great.
What was funny is that he looked dead.
Yeah.
And the dog was like, what the hell?
And the dog just kept on moving. You're like,
Yeah.
okay, move.
No, but that was great. I just love that it's sort of weirdness, and that it goes in a lot of different angles story-wise. But no, this film was very much obviously inspired by Flash Gordon. Like the cheesy adventure 80s films.
Yeah.
And
even some of the dialogue was cheesy.
Yeah, and if you view it in that light, I think it's perfect. Like that's if that's what you're going for, it's great.
Like I remember, like I heard somewhere that Taika Waititi was talking about the film, and he said that like who would you what kind of music and what kind of like vibe do you want? And he said that I wish Freddie Mercury was alive to help me with this weirdness that I'm trying to display onto the film. And it is a very different kind of Marvel film than we got. Because there's like there's connections to all the other Marvel movies and what happened in there.
There's more than I thought there would be.
But I think that some of the stuff that went on, like it wasn't like hammered on the head.
No.
Like kind of like what Spider-Man: Homecoming did, which is like constant reference to other Marvel movies.
But yeah, I guess it wasn't just like, hey, there's that.
Yeah, that was that
more
thing.
Incorporated into the story.
Yeah,
like showing Black Widow and the Quinjet. And
yeah, that was a thing, and they talked about Tony Stark and how he wore his clothes.
But then they do other stuff that like you probably wouldn't ever see them do if it wasn't for Taika Waititi, which is have Hulk become his own person, and the fact that he's this gladiator and people love him, and they throw parades for him.
I love how he has like actual dialogue.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty cool. Like most of the movie, he's the Hulk. I was doing research on the film prior to this, and apparently some of the stuff when Mark Ruffalo was done with the production, they still needed to film a few scenes of the Hulk. So Taika Waititi stepped in the pajamas and was the one who played Hulk. So I think that was pretty cool. Let's talk about Taika Waititi.
Why?
I think Taika Waititi is an amazing director.
I do too. I think he's great.
I think I have not seen his other film, one with Sam Neill.
Something the Wildebeest.
Yeah. Hunt for the Wildebeest. Something like that. But we have seen What We Do in the Shadows, and that movie is excellently executed. A lot of good pacing in there, and I think that was another good thing, and you could definitely see some humor from What We Do in the Shadows, and he's definitely got a type, but he does that type of humor. So I think that was another added bonus for what he does.
No, I completely agree with that. I thought he did a great job, and despite it being very humor filled like all the other films, I think it did definitely enough to differentiate it from all the other ones. I know you said that you think you could see it a mile away. I thought the ending was pretty well done. It was different. It's the last time I saw something like this was probably The Winter Soldier, when they're when the way they're not afraid to shake up the status quo and just like, we're blowing up S.H.I.E.L.D. Nick Fury's going under. Like
Asgard is completely
destroyed. The people escaped on a lifeboat, but Thor lost an eye.
Yeah.
Hulk and all of them are just kind of floating in space now. Well, I guess they're going towards Earth.
Yeah.
But that's
But
different.
then there's a giant spaceship in the way, which I have no idea what that is.
We'll find out. Marvel movie number 263. No, but I really enjoyed this. I think
I thoroughly enjoyed it too.
I think just if you look at it more as like an old-fashioned space adventure film rather than like a superhero film.
Let's talk about my homeboy Jeff Goldblum. I think he was funny.
We'll talk about that for like 2 seconds.
I think he was hilarious. I think that that his character. I want to see more because apparently like he's the brother of Tavon, which is Benicio del Toro's character in Guardians of the Galaxy. So I think that is pretty cool, and I want to see them interact because both of them. You don't know this, but there's a movie called License to Kill. And it's a James Bond movie, and Benicio del Toro was in it, and he's like over the top, and yeah, I've seen both of them could be over the top. My point is that both of them could be over the top.
The point is you just like over the topness and over the top.
And seeing them two interact, I think that would be amazing to see. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm surprised on where we leave off with on Loki.
Not really.
Because he's like...
well, it's very obvious he took the
Tesseract.
Yeah.
So that's going to come into play with...
But remember, he kind of owes someone that
Tesseract, yeah.
5 years ago.
His name is Thanos.
So I think that's definitely going to play into... I think he's probably going to die.
Loki?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I mean, because there's not really much... left for his character.
Yeah, I think they've kind of, and I think this movie kind of showed it. Like, there's not much left to go with him.
Yeah, they said, like
he was fun, but it's like
I like when freaking Hulk freaking smashed Thor the way Loki style, and then I like how excited Loki got up and he was like, "Yes, now you know how it feels."
But so I was talking about the moments that caught me off guard and really made me laugh. It was the Hulk one where he fell, and the other was when Thor was trying to be like a Black Widow, like the first time he does it.
Oh yeah, he's like the sun's coming down, and then tries to do it. It's great. I like their dynamic. What I was gonna say is that I like the quote that Thor has, and it was like, you know, I look what I've become. I rejected the throne. I've done all that stuff, and I've been through so much, and yet here you are, Loki. You're still the same, and you're always the god of mischief, but you could be so much more. You know, and that does show where he is kind of in the MCU. You know, and that is a good little commentary on what you said before. But yeah, I think a lot of stuff was good. I think it was.
What's your final?
My final thought. Go watch it because there's nothing on this weekend.
No, there's nothing.
So, what's your final thought?
I really liked it. I think it's very well made.
You're supposed to put your hands on your cheeks, and you're supposed to say, "I liked it."
No, I thought it was really good.
Okay. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Thor-Ragnarok After Dark. Check out all of our stuff on podcast.com and iTunes. Yeah. So, catch us on the spotlight. Bye.